Having an attractive, easy to navigate website is an essential first step for any business. A website is the first impression that many potential customers will have of your brand, and it will also serve as your home base, the place where people can go to find out more information about your business, submit contact forms and service inquiries, opt into email lists, make purchases, and so much more. Squarespace is one of the fastest growing and best website builders in the industry. I like it because it's easy to use but still powerful enough so that it can serve both simple and more advanced types of websites, such as online stores. The templates that Squarespace provides are sleek and beautiful, and the pricing is pretty affordable too. So in this video, I'll show you how to use Squarespace to create a functional and beautiful website that your visitors will love. But first, before we get into that, here's a bit more about us. WebsiteSetup.org is a free online resource for learning web development, design, and WordPress. Our goal is to help beginners create their own websites, blogs, and online stores using the right tools and platforms. To learn more about our review policies and processes, be sure to click the link down in our description box or visit WebsiteSetup.org. So, with that said, let's get started. Getting your Squarespace adventure started is very straightforward. Just head over to squarespace.com and click on the Get Started button in the top right corner. There are no extra fees for templates. Every template is included in your standard Squarespace membership. You'll notice that Squarespace has its template catalog very neatly organized by the niche or purpose of the website too, which is great. Looking through the list of popular designs is a great starting point. They're popular for a reason. And of course, if you see your niche on the list in the sidebar, make sure to look through those ones too. One quick note though, if you're gonna be building an online store, check out the online stores category of templates. Those are the templates that have been optimized specifically to work for e-commerce. And before committing to any template, you can preview what it's gonna look like with some demo content. To do that, simply hover your mouse over the template to see the preview link. Once you've found your perfect website design, click on Start with this design to have it imported to your site. At this stage, Squarespace will ask you to create an account. You can do that the old-fashioned way with an email or by using Gmail or Apple. Once you do that, Squarespace will guide you through the entire process of having your website created. The first step is to enter your website title. From there, Squarespace will show you how to handle the most important tasks regarding your site, such as editing pages, creating new ones, and styling them. The first step to making your site truly yours is usually customizing colors, logos, and fonts. Doing this can really change the look of your site and make it feel a lot more personalized. Adding your logo is quite straightforward. Just upload the logo file and it will appear on the canvas immediately. If you don't have a logo yet, no problem. Squarespace can help you get one created in no time. They actually have a separate Squarespace logo maker tool. It has a basic set of editing features plus some stock icons that you can add to your logo. Customizing the website fonts is even easier than adding a logo. Instead of giving you an endless list of individual fonts, Squarespace shows specific font pairings that are guaranteed to go well together. All you have to do is decide whether you want to go with sans serif, serif, or mixed fonts. As soon as you click on any font pairing, you'll see it in the preview section. You can also adjust the base font size or the standard size of all paragraphs of text. In terms of simplicity, color settings are similar to font settings. Instead of having to pick your colors individually one by one, you can choose from a set of designer palettes. Using a palette put together by a professional designer is an excellent shortcut to guaranteeing that everything will fit together nicely. To begin customizing your homepage and replacing the demo content with your own, just click on the Edit button in the top bar of the canvas. You'll be taken to a visual website editor where you can modify any element that's currently on the page, delete elements, and also add new ones. To see what you can do, simply hover your mouse over any element of the page and see what options pop up. And to edit text, just click into it. Any individual element or even a whole row can also be removed from the page pretty easily. Just hover your mouse over the thing that you want to delete and click on the trash can icon. Squarespace also lets you drag around individual elements and drop them wherever you like. You have full freedom as to what element you want to grab onto and where you want to put it. Additionally, to make moving sections up and down a bit simpler, you can take advantage of the arrow buttons that you can see in the top right corner of any given row. Apart from working on the sections that are already in your design, you'll also want to add new sections to accommodate whatever content you want to include on your pages. To do that, just click on any of the plus buttons that exist throughout the page. When you do that, you'll see a new window where you can pick from Squarespace's vast library of content sections and elements. Another thing to keep in mind is mobile. Most users don't think about mobile too much when working on their websites. However, mobile traffic is snowballing. It went up more than 200% in the last 7 years. But getting a website optimized for mobile used to be a pain. Luckily, this is not a problem with Squarespace at all. You can access a mobile preview of your site at any time by clicking on the phone icon that's in the top right corner of the Squarespace interface. It's also worth noting that most users will want to build more pages than just the home page. So, to add a new page, just go back to the main Squarespace dashboard and click on Pages. Then click on the plus button. There you'll be able to pick from a blank page template, one of the pre-designed page layouts, or add a page that's actually a collection of other content items. For this video, let's proceed by clicking on Page Layouts. Just like with content types, Squarespace has a catalog of pre-made designs for you here as well. Right after you make your selection, you'll see the page template imported to the canvas. You can edit this new page just like you edited your home page. If one of the pages you plan to add is a contact page, you'll be glad to know that Squarespace does allow you to include a live contact form on that page. Here's how to set this up. First, you have to add a contact form to your page. As usual, this is done by clicking on one of the plus buttons and then picking a form design that you like. Next, click on the pencil icon next to the form. You'll see a customization pop up, which enables you to do a couple of things in the individual tabs. The Build tab is where you can add new fields to the form and/or remove any of the current ones. The Storage tab is where you get to decide what you want to do with the entries that people are sending your way. You can have them be forwarded to your email address, which is usually the simplest solution, or have everything integrated with a third-party newsletter tool like MailChimp, Zapier, or Google Drive. And the Advanced tab. This is where you can adjust things like what it should say on the send button, what the post-submit success message should be, and so on and so forth. When you're done customizing these settings, click on the Apply button to save the changes. And once you do this, your form will be fully operational. I recommend sending through a quick test just to be sure. When it comes to menus, Squarespace does a pretty good job of adding every new page to the main menu of your site, but we can still tweak things to make yours look 100% perfect. To customize your menu, go back to the main Squarespace dashboard again and click on Pages. From there, simply grab any of the page links in the sidebar and drag them up and down. Now, this part is optional, of course, but a blog can be a great tool in helping you reach new audiences, users, or customers. Depending on what the purpose of your website is, you can also use a blog for things like company news or industry news. Squarespace makes creating a blog really easy, which is kind of the norm with them, as you may have noticed. Actually, depending on the specific website template that you chose when you first got started working on your site, you might already have a blog module present. But if not, you can add it by going to the Squarespace dashboard and clicking on Pages. Then click on the plus button in the sidebar to add a new page. From the list, select Blog, and just like with any other page, click on the layout that you like, and you'll have it imported to your site. You'll see that the blog page is a bit different from the standard pages of your site. Instead of being just one page, it's a collection of other content pieces, in this case, blog posts. So to add a new blog post, simply click on the main plus icon. Similarly, you can edit any of the existing demo posts that Squarespace has already imported for you. As soon as you click on a post or add a new one, you'll see an editing screen. It has all the standard text editing tools you might need, and you can also add images and other media to your posts. When you're done working on the post, click on Done, or schedule it to be published at a later time. Another great thing about Squarespace is that it can be used not only for simple business websites, but also for full-blown online commerce operations with various features. Your adventure with e-commerce in Squarespace starts by adding a new page that will serve as the central catalog for your store. To do that, go to the Squarespace dashboard, click on Pages, and then on the plus button to add a new page. From the list, select Store. Pick a template that you like, and Squarespace will add a couple of example products to the catalog just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. You can then edit the design of this page just like you edit any other page's design in Squarespace. And to edit what your product catalog will look like, click on the pencil icon next to it. From there, you can control the basic parameters of the block, change the fonts, spacings, colors, etc. The most straightforward method to manage products, edit them, and add new ones is to come back to the main Squarespace dashboard and go into Commerce and then Inventory. You'll see a list of all of your products there, and clicking on any of them will bring up the editing screen. This is also where you can add new products, import a list of products, and edit your products in bulk. So far in this guide, I've mostly shared the options available in the Pages and Commerce sections, but there's a lot more to examine if you really want to get the most out of your Squarespace experience. For example, if you want to fine-tune the way your website looks, go into the Design section. Each of the links you see in the sidebar leads to a separate subsection where you can tweak various aspects of the site's design. For example, when you go into animations, you'll see some handy controls that are responsible for how your website elements appear on the page. In buttons, you can change what all buttons on your site look like, set their shape, rounded, corners, and so on. There's a whole lot more there too, but what's important is that all of it is easy to use and doesn't require any coding skills or web development experience. Other main sections like marketing and analytics allow you to have a really detailed look into how your website is performing and how your visitors see it. Having this sort of insight can be invaluable to your business in the long run. One more super important section of the dashboard is the main settings. This is where you can make sure that all of the details like site language and region, your business information, and social media links are all set correctly. And Squarespace already comes with an extensive catalog of features and abilities that will be enough for 90% of users. However, if you ever want to extend your site with some third-party integrations, Squarespace supports those as well. There are loads of extensions that you can add to your site with a mere couple of clicks. For example, you can integrate Squarespace with your preferred accounting software, your fulfillment center software, or an email marketing tool. If you do want to install any of them on your site, simply click on the extension and then on Connect to the site. So at this stage of the build, your Squarespace website is private and not visible to the outside world. To make it public, you'll need to activate it. To do that, go to the Squarespace dashboard and into Settings. Then click on Site Availability. And to complete the launch process, you'll have to upgrade to one of Squarespace's paid plans. If you've built only a simple website, you can probably stick with the cheapest plan, but to run an e-commerce store, you'll need either the business or commerce plan. We recommend paying annually. You can pay monthly, but it will bump the price up by 30%. And a great bonus is that all Squarespace plans come with a free domain name. As soon as you pick your plan and complete the purchase, your site will come online and be available to the public. So that's it. You've just learned how to build a website with Squarespace all on your own. What's particularly impressive about this whole project is that the website isn't in any way lacking compared to what a professional designer would build for you for thousands of dollars. This is the true power of DIY tools like Squarespace. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave us a big thumbs up and head over to websitesetup.org to learn more about Squarespace and other website builders that we love. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you in the next one.